see here. Let me see. Are we live? I think we're live. Because I don't know how it's even looking. I am live. I see that red light. We are on and popping. What's going on, y'all? Man, let me tell you something. If you see the nervousness, it's because I haven't been here before. And it's kind of weird on this live. Let's see. Sure enough, yep, I can see myself. It is on and popping. Let me see how my sound sounds like. And now I'm going to go and share it a little bit. Yes. Let me scoot it up a little bit. Come and talk to y'all guys, because I've never been on this live before. It feels kind of weird, a little strange. But it's all good. We're going to make it happen. Let's see. I'm just leave it alone. Let's see. Oh, you can see my light. I don't want y'all to see the light. Let me back it out a little bit. Let's do it like this. I got 2 people viewing. What's up, y'all? Let's do it one more time. Good. What's going on? I'm going to scoot over here a little bit. Just want to come talk to y'all because, let me be honest, I've been wanting to engage with y'all for a good little while, but didn't have garnered up mustered the courage to just come up and just say hi to y'all. And y'all, if y'all know me in person, y'all know me, I'm already a person who talks a lot and over here and carry conversations and be rambling to y'all and be talking. Some kind of outgoing personality. Let me go. So what I'm going to do right now is going to go into my personal page and just share it. And hopefully some people might tag along and just watch it. Or, y'all might watch the, there we go, share the profile. Boy, I'm nervous, boy. This is crazy. So basically I just want to just come on here and talk to you guys for a little bit. Really just to connect with y'all a little bit and kind of like, just basically just talk to y'all and it's kind of like want to go down memory lane. I'm just thinking about the other day, this is going like on 4 to 5 years of me playing with these cameras and I'm really enjoying it and everything. So I'm just really going down memory lane and just really thinking about all of you guys who we've, Kingdom Art, whether we have done back in the day. Listen, now a lot of people know me for the most part for the cameras, shooting photos and videos and doing weddings, stuff like that. But to be honest, at the beginning, it wasn't cameras. It wasn't photos. It wasn't videos. Back in the day, it was flyers. And we going back to like, probably like 2010, 2011. If you don't know, which I'm pretty sure the majority of y'all probably won't, I have a commercials art degree with Sewella, with associate's degree in commercial art from Sewella. So I did the kind of design and stuff like that since college and everything. I was trying to make it work for me. I did a little bit here and there, and I always had a main job, whether it's from Burger King and now driving trucks. I'm driving trucks for like 10 years now, 10 years plus. And so that was always my base job. But now, the last 4 or 5 years I've been playing with this camera and I've been enjoying it. And if you are a creative, you know that whenever you find something that you enjoy, if you're like an artist or something like that, you get the joy out of doing things at the beginning to the point to where, you know what, you ain't even got to get paid for it. You just do things because you just love doing it. A lot of things are those things for me, but one thing that I capitalized on was the photography. Loved it, enjoyed it. I think at the beginning, the church I go to OSC Broussard. And I remember I had my buddy Ishmael. He might be seeing this later on. I was watching, the kind of like, I don't want to call it commercials, but some clips that we have during services to where they have it running for like the announcements or whatnot. And so I was thinking, man, that's pretty cool. They got the I'd say probably the first time you seen it, I was like, man, they messing with the video. Oh yeah, this is cool. And I knew the guy, some people who were actually recording the videos. And I thought that was live. And I said to myself, you know what? I think I could probably do something like that. And so I'd seen a guy who's actually shooting photos with some of the church activities. I said, man, I think there's something I could do. I remember that in college, I actually took photography 1 and 2. And I said, man, I think I did. I remember doing this in college a little bit. Let me try my hand. So I remember beginning, I actually talked with him and actually got my camera. I actually bought my first camera. And y'all want to see the camera? I got 2 cameras. I only upgraded once. I got my first camera. Ishmael, you going to remember this, buddy. I got this 60D. This Canon 60D. Now, don't talk about it now. I'm talking about it now. You know, he's a little old school. He's a little dinosaur. You know, he's a little old school. But he got some jobs done. You know, he took care of some stuff. We're going to call him Carl. That's what we call Carl. Carl got it done for a little bit. That's that Canon 60D right there. You know? And I remember the first thing, I think it was Ava's birthday, my daughter Ava, her birthday party I did. And I see that I shot her birthday party, just photos, nothing serious, just something for the family. Obviously, I could have shot it on my iPhone. It probably would have looked better back then. Because, you know, when you first started, you ain't the best. Even if you're starting something that you're not the best at it, someone's going to find value in what you do. You got to remember that. Someone's going to find value in what you do. And especially if they see you keep working at it, you're going to have a lot of people who's going to be critical. I don't want to call them haters, love them anyways, but they're going to have people that's going to be very critical of what you do. But you know what? For the most part, pay attention to the ones that actually are on your side, that are actually that really, I'm not going to say the word influence you, but who can encourage you. Because all the time, everyone needs a little bit of encouragement. I wonder if y'all can hear me. Let me see if I can get this sound. Because that'd be crazy if I'm talking for 10 minutes and no one can hear me. Let me see if I can hear it. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So, yeah. So, you know, I remember at the beginning, I knew that wasn't all that, but it was good enough that somebody was like, man, that's pretty cool. And it ended up being a cousin that did their birthday party, and then someone else I did theirs for free.com. Just trying my hand at it. And then I'll say, let me go ahead and try to do like a real shoot. And I can't remember what shoot it was, but I did it. I remember feeling so accomplished. And not only that, I saw the power that this camera could have in actually in what I could do, how this camera could actually help my family. And I'll tell you what, Carl would do some wars. I remember, matter of fact, this is actually when Abigail was little. I remember she was crawling in the living room, she was crawling in the bedroom, and I was like on the floor tinkering with this or something like that. And I put and I seen her, she was crawling into the bedroom, and she stood up. I was like, oh my gosh. And I put the camera down. And my baby started walking, so I put my camera down. I got my phone. I took a picture of her standing up like this. And I remember walking back, and I stepped crack. And I did this too. If you can't see, look. I mean, this mirror is all messed up, but look. You can see this? It's all broken up. Let's see if I can see that. Let me get closer. Y'all see this? I broke it up, man. I broke it all up. I stepped on it. Look. You see that? Still can shoot. I can still, I can still do my thing and still rock with it. But it's all messed, I was bummed out. But I was happy that my baby was stood up and was walking, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. No, I can't tell you the whole story to tell you that I'm upset with my baby walking now. Come on now. She was walking. She stood up on 2. She was about to, do her little 2-step. I was excited. And then I said, whoa. I stepped back and pow. Yeah, man. This will happen. But nevertheless, I still had this right here. And if anyone cares, This actually is a Tamron. It's a 24 to 70 zoom lens. And I remember when I first got this, I said, oh my God, I felt like, I was on, this is a zoom lens. So 24 to 74, this is what gets you, And I remember that the quality for this camera, I remember, it's like I said, it's a dinosaur. It's a little bit old, it's a little bit dated. At the time I got it, I didn't care. It was a first camera that I got to work my craft with. I will tell anybody who, if you are trying to step into photography or videography, you don't have to go all out and get the most expensive camera you can, thinking that you can get the best quality. What is the point if you get a camera with good quality and you don't know how to work it? You can't get the most out of your camera. So you probably wouldn't want to think about getting a cheap one or moderately, expensive. I would say something cheap. So you can actually get your foot in and learn exposure. I'm going to tell you right now, that exposure, learning light and how to work the light and everything, that is the game. That's the name of the game. And my good buddy Quentin Charles, who's just the guru, who taught me how to do, to mess with his light game. He showed me, I remember before I even really understood what he was telling me, he was putting that in my head, like, you got to understand light. You got to understand light. And I think more like, just like anything you do repeatedly, the more and more you do something, you start to understand, you start to get better at it. You start to get into the best at what you can be at, whatever it is that you're doing. And so more and more shoots that I had, I started understanding this light and how serious, working with this light and everything. Like, first shoot I did, it was so dark. All my shots were dark. And so guess what you're going to do the next shoot if you don't quit? You're going to shoot the next shot and then they're going to have everything bright. And then you're going to have an issue with overexposing. And so, and then you finally get the lighting down and then you go to the next part to where you're going to do like I got the lighting down pat, but all my shots are kind of blurry. Now I got to mess with the shutter speed. I said, okay, now what's the shutter speed and everything? Now I got to make sure that whenever I shoot that I have the shutter speed fast enough to where I can stop and capture an image or an action with the blur. Now look at me. I'm over here talking and I think it's kind of like spit on the lens. So I got to wipe this thing off. Well, let me do this right here. Let me clean you out. I'm over here looking right at the thing. I'm sorry, guys. My apologies. Yeah, man. But you have to learn how to stop that, to make that shutter speed to go to the point to where you can just live action. Someone's moving, someone's running, or if you have your kid who's actually doing like playing basketball, football, or some kind of sport, that you want to take like those live shots and just actually freeze it. Boom. You got to work on that shutter speed. And guess what? When you're working on the shutter speed, that actually affects the lighting again. So now you got to balance the shutter speed with the light again. And then after whenever you do that, there's like a three-legged, like a tripod. You got to balance like let's say like if you have a tripod that you put a camera on, you got to balance each leg to support that camera and be fully balanced. And that's like the ISO with the lighting, your f-stop or like your aperture and like your shutter speed. And so you got to have those three working together at the same time to actually have the highest quality of shots. That's why I learned the majority of this thing here with Carl. This is where my stumping ground. Carl put me through a lot of things. He got me out of a lot of jams. Sometimes you can't just learn on the fly, or you can't be learning on the shoot. So now you can learn or get like you have something drop in you, like, oh, have a moment to where it's like, I get it now during the shoot. But a lot of times whenever you're learning, it's better for you to do it during a outside of a shoot, so you won't get stuck. Now a lot of people have like some beginning with photography. They have a lot of issues where you learn on the fly to where you don't have backup SD cards, and then you shoot you shoot a whole wedding. Not even a whole wedding. You get halfway through the wedding, or you might get to the part to where you may kiss the bride, and then you try to shoot. You got no more room. Your SD cards are full. What do you do now? Thank God that's never been my situation. Thank God that has never been my situation. I know what I would do. I would have cried. But the thing is, I say that because I heard of situations like that to where people, some photographers who didn't have an extra SD card, or they had a shoot that they did prior and it was still on the card and the card was almost full. And so when they did the next shoot, a wedding, you probably do like from 3,000 upwards to 5,000 shots for a wedding, depending on what kind of package or how long you have them for a day. And you got to be prepared. Look at that. Hey, y'all. Look at the chat. Who we got? I was waiting for someone to comment. Thank God for the first commenter. We're gonna pin Miss Valencia Johnson. Let's look at this Valencia. Valencia sound like she's beautiful. Let me look on that page. Oh my God, man. Let me stop. Okay, I'm getting all mixed up right now. Let me stop playing with this girl. Yeah, but babe, you gotta be prepared. If y'all don't know, that's my wife, Valencia Johnson. Yeah, I see you, baby. So yeah, you gotta be prepared. So a lot of people, they might come to they might go to to a wedding and don't have enough space on their memory cards, and they might be in the jam. I think the closest thing I had to that, I think my memory card was freezing up a little bit, or was slowing up, and it kind of scared me because it wasn't, you distracted me. I know, you distracted me. I see you there. But I think one of the things that, I'm going to just do like this with my camera. Let me see if I can do this. Let me bring it down a little bit. Hopefully, you'll see how that works. I think that's going to work good for me like here. Yeah, man, if you're in here, like and share, man. Just share. God's going to bless you if you share. God bless you. But I think the closest thing I ever got to that was when my memory card kind of like slowed up, like while I was shooting. And I was shooting fast, that I wasn't able to catch up with the activity or whatever it was going on. I can't remember what it was, but I know that I was looking like, what is going on with my cards? Like it's slowing up. That's when I understood that different cards. Now I'm kind of talking about, a little bit this and that. I don't have a guideline of what I'm talking to. I'm just talking to y'all. I just want to put something in your face so y'all can just press play and listen to me talk. That's all that is. So we're just going to take a ride. We're going everywhere. We're going to all the streets. It doesn't matter where we end up at. We're going to find out when we get there. So, but so basically the card that I had was slowing up for the shots. And I realized that some SD cards have, now you could only go as fast as you can with the camera, but some SD cards, they write faster. There's some quick writing cards. You got to look at the specifications on your card to see what kind of card you're shooting with that can really get to the same level of your camera to where it can write faster while you're shooting. And how much data do you have on the card you got? Some shoot with the 8 gig or 65 gig or 256 gig. I probably said the numbers wrong, but it's something like that. and you have a lot of space on them. Some people that said they probably use one card every not one card, but they use a card. They switch out cards yearly. Like they don't use the same cards for years. They switch them out. Man, I haven't done that in a while. Like I be buying cards because I need more space or whatever. Now I haven't taken stuff off of old cards, but that's some things I learned with Carl. This is some things that we went through. Me and Carl went through some things that we have to learn, some knowledge that we gain, some trials and tribulations that we went through, that we had to figure some things out because, this was just, we working out in the beginning and I didn't quit. I didn't give up. And I want to tell y'all this, do not quit. Don't give up. What is the thing that you like doing? My thing is camera. I like this camera. Well, I have a lot of other things I do. Like, if you follow me on my personal page, me and my wife, that we cook and stuff like that. We love doing that a lot. I love being an idiot. I love being, a jestler, making jokes and being funny and, making people laugh and smile. That's one of the things I like doing. But what do you like doing? What is the thing that you enjoy doing? I know that you some people, I only see one person watching live and it's cool. But I know that some people might be watching later on. Later on as a replay is what I'm trying to say. Put in the comments, what do you like doing? Some of y'all might be some singers in here. Who we have in the room? I want to know what y'all like doing. You might have fellow photographers in here. Some artists. You might have some painters, some person who do music. I don't know. Your art might be MMA. You might like to box, dancing or something like that. What stuff you like? Some people in life, enjoy shopping. Some people in life like to spend money. And some people like to spend your money. It's kind of crazy how life goes, One makes, one takes, so wait a minute. I'm going to stop going because look, so she goes in there because she's like, well, wait a minute, because I make my own money too. You ain't got it. I know she about to go in there. I'm talking about my wife who's in these comments like over here just cutting me up in here. I enjoy teaching and empowering others. Let me tell you something, boo, and you're good at it. That could be like a gift too. What do you like? What do you enjoy doing? Some people like speaking, public speaking, preaching, ministering, praying. And all these things is my wife. She loves doing these things. This is like right up her alley, Yeah, she's the one that gave Rihanna that song. Work. No, so all the things she do is work. She gonna get a piece of that. She can get a piece of that copyright to that song. Let me stop lying to y'all, man. So anyways, so what do y'all like doing? This is one thing that I'm really into. Like, I can come in here and try to sell you something and I suck at that and it probably won't work. But I tell you one of the things that I like doing is actually like encouraging and like, talking and connecting. I love to connect. I don't ever meet a stranger because this is like, a part of my personality, so that's one of the things I like to do outside of photography. If you want to, if y'all get to know me a little bit more, is I like to cook. I like to eat. I probably like to eat more than cooking. If I'm thinking about it. Yeah. It makes sense when I put it there. Yeah, you see? Because I like to eat more than I like to cook. That's why it makes my cooking powerful. Because sometimes I might be cooking a jambalaya, pork and sausage. I fed myself. To amp up that jambalaya, you can go a step further and just. That's it. Going down. I love green onions. I love chives. Listen, you can put a bowl of chives and put some rice grains in it. That's good enough for me. I love chives. Chives for people is like the topper. I put a little bit extra chives on there. It just does it for me. I don't know what it is. The chives just like, it's not just a garnish for me. It's a part of the dish. Like let me have my spaghetti with green onions with a side of chives. Don't put it on the side, put it on the spaghetti. No, don't put it on it, put it in the spaghetti. Give me a spoon. Give me a fork. I'm just gonna turn that spaghetti in that spoon like this, and all them chives gonna go in there. I like green onions. That's what I like doing. So when I cook it up and I bring it up a notch, I'm gonna push myself to that limit. So I would say that cooking, that eating is my favorite part, and cooking too. But it's the eating that fires up the powers that be in the cooking, man. My cooking game is strong. I need my wife to comment. Is my cooking all right? And I know you've been cooking lately. She has this red beans and rice. She had the red beans, fire, immaculate. But you know what? Let me tell you something. This is some sidebar stuff right here. But one of the things I love that she does is that bell peppers, the stuffed bell peppers. She's on another level with the stuffed bell peppers. But I've not learned how to make spaghetti until I could cook spaghetti before. But when she first made me her spaghetti, when she was in that college at McNeese State University, rep up. Yeah, you're gonna cook today. I'm gonna get you to cook. Let me tell you something. I can tell y'all this because she's not here with me on live, so I can tell you how I feel. So back whenever we was talking to each other, I'm just, doing my thing, living my life and everything. I think she saw me and she was impressed and everything. So she was desiring, I would say. And so so I remember, I was visiting her, you know what I'm saying, like in her dorm rooms and everything. I went to use the restroom. I remember I was washing my hands and whatnot, and I heard her on the phone. Yeah, so how, I was like, what's she doing? What was she talking about? So apparently I found out she was like learning and studying how to make spaghetti because she wanted to cook for me and impress me. I was like, oh, baby. I was like, man, you ain't got to do all that, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to hush up. I see you right there. And so I remember she cooked it. She had like a hot plate or whatever you want to call it, what she was cooking. The girl was cooking some spaghetti for me in that dorm room. I'm telling you to this day. I still remember that spaghetti. That spaghetti was hot as all get out, and I loved every little bit of it. Boy, you ever seen my wife? Keep it up. My wife is beautiful. She's adorable. I wouldn't trade her for nothing. This is why, let's say, if you're not married, you need to get yourself a wife that you're afraid of losing. That's what keep you straight, boy. That's how this thing, what? 14 years in of knowing this girl, I'm still be like, man. Now, she know I'd be clowning over here and everything, so let me stop playing. Let me get off of that. But, you find something that you like doing, and I love doing. This is what I like doing. I love the photography. I love cooking. I love eating. I love clowning. I love talking. I love yapping in my mouth. Because y'all over here wondering what am I talking about, and I'm just telling you, this is what I like to do, yap and talk. But this is what I'm really curious to see what y'all are into doing. So whatever you do, keep that thing up because there's a path that I believe that God's gonna put you through to whatever the things that you like doing, you're gonna grow and you become great in that field. And so I had to learn the same thing. This is my stomach growls right here, Carl. And I had to learn what I had to do with Carl because there's more that I wanted to do. Now, sometimes you can be stagnant and you can stay where you're at and you won't level up. And you won't go nowhere. You'll stay stagnant and you become dry. Carl is the camera. I just named him today for the I named Carl this. You're a teacher, babe. You got to pay attention to the Carl. So Carl put me through. And I remember one of the last photos, I could tell you the last photo shoot I had was a maternity shoot. And that was the last shoot I did with Carl. And it had upgraded to the new camera. And so, and I remember that last shoot I did, I remember my eye opened to, there's like levels. You wasn't alive when I introduced Carl? Yes. This is Carl. Carl put me through. Winslow. But I remember the last shoot I had with the 60D, Canon 60D, that had I remember during the shoot so during the shoot I remember my eye opened to something with exposing, and with that, and whenever I was editing, I was like, oh. And once again I referenced my boy Quentin Charles, which is another photographer, off the chain photographer. I should tag him in here. But he always talking about the light, like light is your best friend. That is what you need. And I think I did something clicked in the last shoot I did with him. And it kind of opened me up. I feel like that was the door that opened me up to the greater and grander thing. Yeah, Carl was slow. I like the new camera. Yeah, so I'm about to introduce a new camera. It's not new no more. I've been at it. It's just it's gonna be new for y'all because I never talked to y'all, and which I should have been talking to y'all more, often. But I feel like I opened the door to new things and new understandings of things, and then we got the new baby girl. Look. You gotta see her, It's the A7 III. I know it's a little bit older now, but it still does the job. If you see me right here, you see my big back, it's me. You see that big back, hunch back like that, that's me right there. We're gonna call her. We got a Carl over here. I'm gonna call her Maya. This could be Maya right here. Check Maya out. We got the lens right here. I thought it was so cool right here. I had this, a 35 millimeter. Yeah. I call her Maya because she's messy. She knows it. She like to get all up in your business. She like to get all up in your face, all in your way. She catches everything. And a lot of photos y'all see that I be posting is her telling the story. She's telling the story throughout you see all them posts that you be seeing me and V be posting on here, all these pictures and all these shoots and everything that be like so wonderful and beautiful and everything. That's Maya fault. Because she telling all the business. Yeah, she over here. She telling it all. I'm gonna start calling Messy Maya. Yeah, she got we have the 50 millimeter that I had was using for a long time, but now with the 35. And now she's telling all y'all business. And I love it too. And I have been learning from and a lot of things too. Like I got upgraded to another camera. You don't know what to get. You follow other photographers and see what they're doing and everything. And you try to get where, you try to at least be competitive, compete, or in the same time you follow your lane. You do what you do. You find who you are as an artist. I feel like photographers and videographers, I think that we are all still artists. Even though, we videographers and photographers, but I feel like we are artists. Like, the canvas are y'all, the customers, the clients, y'all the canvas. But then we take that canvas, y'all, and take pictures of y'all. And then we take them, we work them out. And then when we send them back to you, we have our perception of you guys, of how we represent y'all, and even the story that y'all tell through our lenses. Kind of cliche. I think if someone said that some kind of way, but I feel like we tell your story the best way that we can, in the same way that it will represent you guys. So I think it's so fun. The story, the I don't say the trials, but the path, the journey that we go through as artists, that you go through in whatever field that you're in. And so I'm gonna wrap it up. I think my kids about to jump off the bus. And so whenever they come, they're gonna come with that rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm on live. But it's so cool talking to y'all. It's so fun. Even though I know I'm talking to my wife in the other room. But I know that on the replay that y'all gonna be coming back and look at it. Whenever y'all do look at it, comment. Talk to me, because I want to talk back. And before I get off, I want to let y'all know some stuff that we got going on. We still got some Christmas minis. We got 2 spots left for December 14th. Is not tomorrow. That's the week afterwards. And then we have graduation sessions that are still going. Listen, graduation sessions, get at me. $199, 1 hour. We're going to start, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to get back to y'all with this. I'm going to start thinking about making some packages for the graduation session. I'm starting to see some things that I like. Probably some 30-minute minis or 30-minute, hour and a half packages to where I can have more of an option to where you could, we can get y'all in and get some good, some good sessions with y'all. Because listen, it's already starting already. It's starting off on a high level, on a high note. This is looking good. I have some things I'm ready to share in a couple weeks. Get at me. And I got some other stuff that I have coming up that I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to share with y'all, man. I love the craft. I love doing what I do. It's so fun. And I love to, whenever it's finished, to be like, look what I did. Look what I did. And be proud of it. You know? And so like, not too many times, you know, you have something, I don't know, maybe I can speak to myself that you have that you're really proud of, that you really show. And a lot of times too, whenever you are showing something that you put your hard work in, blood, sweat, and tears and everything, and you have so much value in it. So for some people, it could be very scary to put your work out there to be criticized or critiqued by people who you don't know on the other side of the screen. But, you know, when you have the confidence and you have the work behind what you do, share. Be happy. Stand proud in what you do and share that thing, you know. Thank you so very much, my baby. Boy, I love you. That thing right there, that mine. Y'all don't touch that one. That was mine right here. She got my bag. Boy, and that's another thing too that helps me keep going. I have a wife that got my back, proud of me, you know. And I feel like, you know, not only just I'm doing something for me, I'm doing something for this family. I'm doing something that represent us. And another thing too, one of my last photo shoots I did for graduation sessions that I just mentioned. My boy, we got my son, he got him a shirt. And shout out to Michelle that did the shirts, you know what I'm saying? We got some shirts in there. But my boy was wearing a shirt as well. That I think another person did that for. I think I need to get V to get her name. To seeing him, you know, my family wearing the name Kingdom Art. That's I ain't gonna lie. There's some pride in that, and it's some pride. I'm very proud with that. So I'm excited. You know. Continuing the business, continuing what we're doing, not just for me, not just for the family, but for you guys as well. So we're going to keep on doing. And then one thing I want to say too, I'm going to go through all three, but the books are open for 2025 weddings. Remember, I do photography and videography. So not only do, you know, if you're looking for photography services, I'm your guy. And if you need photography as well, stay in the house. I'm your guy as well. So we have, remember, Christmas minis next week. We have 2 slots available. They're $150 plus tax. You want to get them out right now. And so graduation sessions too. They're starting off at $199 for a session for a whole hour. And the books are open for 2025 weddings, photography and videography. So get at me real soon, because I know y'all seen Carl. A lot of y'all met Carl. Some of y'all met Carl. And Carl remember y'all's faces. He has good memory. But now we got Maya here. Her memory is even better. Now some of y'all only met Maya though. It wasn't here for Carl. I can go back and post some stuff from Carl, and Carl can look back and be like, yeah, I remember them days. But now you want to get with Maya now. But only a few of y'all met Carl and Maya. The Bradleys. What's up, y'all? What's up, family? Y'all met Carl and y'all met Maya. What's up? You know, I could think of some other names too, but you know, But some of y'all want to get. This is what y'all want to do. Y'all want to get in front of Maya. She's gonna tell your story correctly. She's looking for y'all. So listen, I know I'll be funny. Look, I'm goofy. My little way is different. It's cool. It's me. It's my way. You know, and can only do it the way I know how to. I love y'all. Y'all take care, and y'all be blessed. Peace out.